Good morning, everybody, and you're joining us live mid-Wales in Prestine. This is our brand new site. This is day one and group one about to start, and we got Blackbird here, just about to roll up to the start line. So the guys that you're seeing starting order here is the position that they finished in last night in terms of the time. It's going to be a hot one today. It's going to be incredibly fast, incredibly dusty, and incredibly hot. Can-Am's all placed quite highly, as you can see. They're all in this first group this morning. This course ideally suited to these lightweight, low centre of gravity vehicles. We've got Nobby there just congratulating everybody, wishing them luck. And we're just waiting for the start line to open. So this first group is 15 cars, I believe. And then we're running another group this afternoon. Extremely challenging up here for the filming as much as everything else with all the dust and the strong daylight. So this is literally you're looking at now the first car, James Air, Blackbird. This is the first car of the first day of the first time this Torr event has run. Torr standing for tactical off-road racing, and it will be tactical today, definitely, that's for sure. So these guys running first on the course, obviously, they're going to have a bit of advantage over everybody else because they'll have clean air, and it's all going to be about clean air today. The dust kicking up is immense. It's either dusty or it's muddy. One or the other. So there's Blackbird just rolling up to the actual start line, which is just up there under the trees.
Good. What's your car number? What's your car number? 25. 25, thank you. Sorry, I get confused with all the numbers on it. Alright, alright.
Right, good morning, everyone. So we're back in the start line up now. Morning, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Ready for go?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What's it going to be like out there? Dusty, we think.
Yeah, very dusty. And won't help when the sun's on you as well, will it, going off?
Yeah. So how was your prologue? You're pretty much up there, so it must have been pretty good.
Yeah, it felt alright. I didn't go too bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just easy.
Cars going all good? You happy?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Best of luck. Catch up with you later. Cheers. Morning, Jim.
Morning, James, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks.
Yeah?
Very well indeed.
Looking forward to it?
We're always looking forward to
Yeah.
it. It's a day in the Welsh Hills in 35 degrees of heat.
Exactly.
How many people
Wearing
can say they've done
crash
that?
helmets and race suits.
Exactly. So many people who can say they've done that.
So how was your prologue yesterday?
Shocking. We started a minute behind Paul Rowlands, who's currently in second. He overtook Mike Kerr on course. We then also overtook Mike Kerr, but we were in two people's dust. Ended up stopping 5 or 6 times. We're a little bit confused because apparently we finished less than a minute behind Paul, but he's 4 cars ahead of us. So don't know how that works.
Oh no, that sounds far too technical for me.
To be honest, I'm not that worried. We're going to go out there. We've got 5 very fast guys in front of us. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of people very worried about the course. It is very, very steep. But look, we'll just take it easy.
I think you just got to drive the course, haven't you? And, you know, just
it's a long weekend. Let's go out there, try and have some fun, try and keep her up on her wheels, and see how it works out.
You're not going to win it on the first lap, but you got a good chance of losing it. So
absolutely,
yeah. Right, cool. I think there's going to be a couple of minutes, and then you're. Oh, looks like James is on the start line. So
yeah, I can see him up there at the moment.
Ready to go.
Really good news to James. I mean, he had a problem yesterday. Obviously, Alan rolled out on course, which was terrible. But it worked well for James because James was behind. He got to start at the back of the pack, get a rerun. And that meant he had clear air, banged in a really good time. Fair play to James. It's his opportunity to shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hope he goes.
Really
well.
see that new car, really
Absolutely.
stand out, which would be great.
Yeah, no, we're very proud of those 2 young men. Interesting to see what they can do.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, guys, have a good one. Stay safe. Catch up with you later. Cheers. Morning, guys. How we doing? Yeah. See if people can try and hear you. How are you doing? How was your pro lap? How was the
No, it's pretty steady.
prologue? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get in time for pre-run or anything, so it was pretty steady.
Yeah.
Get right.
Yeah. What was the course like? Dusty, but apart from that, was it good?
It was good until this wooded bit. It was just real dusty in the woods and needed a real decent breeze, really. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we'll get one or not today or not, but
don't look like it.
we've got more chance during the day than the evening, I think. But yeah.
That should be good. Looking forward to it.
Car going okay?
So far.
Fantastic. Right. Best of luck.
Cheers.
Have a good one. See who else we can find. Morning, guys. How we doing?
Not bad about yourself.
All good. Yeah. How was your? Trying to find you through the thing. There you go. How was your prologue yesterday?
We didn't do the prologue in the end.
Right.
With a leak in the fuel tank.
Oh, okay.
So stripped it down and managed to JB weld it.
Yeah.
To Alpha Fab. So yeah, hopefully it holds up today and get a few good laps in.
Fantastic. So all looking good out there. I think it's going to be a bit dusty, but
I think it's going to be mega dusty out there. And the course is a little bit go left, go right. You could be off quite a big drop.
yeah, exactly. I think it's a case of just driving the course as you see it. So just nice and steady and try and get finished, I think.
I think that's the plan, yeah.
Excellent. Best of luck, guys.
Thanks, mate. See you
Catch up with you later. So we're still waiting for the first car to go off the line, I think. They're up in the trees there, the start line. The start arch is there with Simon Ward for the Alpha Fab sat on it. I think he was second last night, second or third. Morning, how we doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How was yesterday?
It was alright, yeah.
Yeah? You got round all right?
Yeah.
No issues?
Yeah, no.
Did you have a rerun or did you?
Yeah, we ran.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but your second run was all sort of stress-free and no hold-ups? Yeah. How were you with the dust?
Yeah, we sort of caught up with the dust along this back straight, but it is what it is.
Just is what it is, yeah, exactly.
Don't get it.
So do you think you'll be out of the car winching much today?
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
That's about it. Super Pool's got to be winched, is it?
I think, yeah, currently, I think, yeah. I don't
Do you
know
think
what it
it's
was like after everything went through?
Right.
practicing.
So do you think it might get better and you might be able to drive it then?
Yeah, but yeah, if the lips are taken off,
Yeah.
then probably one of the lines get right through and then broken.
Yeah. Cool. Right. A few more minutes and then you're off.
All right.
Best of luck.
Cheers, James. See you later.
Catch up with you later. We'll see who else we can find. Is Mark Dean. See if Mark will talk to us. And then just change hands. Morning, Mark.
Morning, you alright?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah. How'd you get on yesterday?
Good.
Good.
We were stopped on the prologue, but good.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
only because we didn't know it was an accident. Yeah.
right. So
Yeah,
did
we're
you?
enjoying it?
Good.
We're flying actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what number are you this morning?
8.
That's pretty good then. 8 out of 30 odd.
Yeah, we actually stopped on the prologue and then come back and come 8. So
Yeah. So did you take a rerun then or not?
No,
you just didn't worry about it.
No.
So fantastic. How's the car going?
Not good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Big
Getting better, getting better.
big rebuild, wasn't there? Winter.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
So what's been done to it? Just any differences? Any changes? Updates?
Cab's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
A bit more space on the back.
Yeah.
Better tyre. Spare tyre configuration a bit.
Yeah. So just a bit of a rethink, really.
Yeah. And a few more safety bars.
Right.
I've gone a bit OTT with a bit more safety.
That's always
the
a
old
good.
man syndrome.
So, yeah, exactly. It's always a good thing, though, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm starting to go. I'll leave you to it. Have a good race.
Yeah. See you soon.
Best of luck. Take care. Cheers. Thank you. So that was Mark Dean. He's had a fairly big rebuild end of last year and sort of over the winter. I think this is his second event back out with the car now. As you heard, there was a few changes. So he seems all happy with it. The car there, full hydro, running a red winch, running air shocks by the looks of it. Car's well underway now. Let's just get a quick hello with Shabs, I think, if we can. Morning, guys. How we doing? How was your prologue? Right. You got around all right. Did your lights work in the end?
We did, yeah. You were just struggling with the dust.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything.
No, it's got a bit late in the end, isn't it? But yeah. Right, fantastic. Best of luck. I'll catch up with you all soon.
Right.
So we've got Mark Dean up the top there on the start line, under the start arch. The actual start line is just up in the trees a bit more. You can see Mark Dean's car there just, with Ryan Jenkins in front of him. So Ryan's just going up to the actual official start of the lap. And he's off. Shab's just moving forward. So there's just half of the cars. Just half of them, nearly got run over them. There's just half of the cars starting, they're going off in 2 heats. So half of the cars are going in this heat. They've got an hour's racing, and then then it's a 10-minute reshuffle, and then the other half of the cars will start the second heat. So I think we've got about 14, 15, 16 cars in each heat. So which makes up the total of 30 odd starters. And one car out yesterday on the prologue, but I think everyone else made it through and everyone else has started this morning. I think there might even have been a couple of cars that turned up last night after the prologue, so they'll take a back start. We've just got a couple of cars left here now. See if we can grab a chat with this last car off the line, or at least with this heat. Morning, how we doing? All ready to go? How was yesterday? And that was only half the course.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, I did my gearbox maintenance on the practice lap.
Oh, right.
I didn't get out to do the promo.
Oh, okay. So you're sort of going a little bit blind on it today then?
We missed out half the course yesterday because the gearbox was jumping up and down.
Right.
So it was like, I'm not doing that, but
No.
just carry on the road.
But you're all fixed now? Ready to go?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, best of luck.
Quinn Lewis brought me a back ball joint. So
Oh, fantastic. That's sorted then. Right, best of luck. Take care. So the last couple of cars for the first heat just lining up. I'm not quite sure how long the lap's going to take. We think somewhere between sort of 15 and 20 minutes, so we might start seeing the first cars back in a little bit. You were there, no, it should, well, even if they come through the gate, they should have through the gate when they're waiting for that way. So as this last car goes off, then we'll be handing over to probably more drone footage. We've got a possibility of 3 drones in the air. So the way this site is lots of open space up on top of the hill, so it means it's pretty awesome to get the drones up there. So we should get some decent coverage up there.
Okay, and here we are up on the start line, and the last cars on this first group, on this first day of the tour, leave the start line. Okay, and that is it. That is our last car. We're looking to go off the start.
Yeah.
So these guys have gone out our window now. Which to start. And having driven up that hill, it is incredibly steep. These cars are going to be working hard, very hard for about the first K. About a 200 to 250 meter climb straight up, pretty much, up onto the top of the site, where I do believe we've got some drone footage also running with the guys up there. And then all is now quiet down here at the start line. Okay, this is not a competitor that you can see here. This is actually one of the marshals. So they're not starting. There goes Mr. Will Webster doing marshals duties, sweeping the course probably, or going to recover someone. And there you go, just a shot of the dust. It is going to be incredibly dusty out there. There's a lot of stubble fields up the top as well. It just all kicks up the dust. Right, I do believe we have a car at the finish. I'm going to make my way up to the finish. I heard that it might be Paul Rowlands. It is indeed, in the Can-Am. As you can see, these light cars, these Can-Ams are going to be great on this course. Lightweight, quick, nimble, low centre of gravity, and it's a flat out course. So somewhere on course, they've overtaken Blackbird, James Eyre. Not sure where, obviously.
Mr. Paul, James Eyre took the wrong route and ended up to winch himself out because he got stuck.
I'm just hearing that perhaps James Eyre might have got lost on track in the woods. It sounds like we might have another Can-Am finishing.
Ron Nobby here from the Welsh Tour at Prestine in association with Terra Firma. Another glorious day. You've got quite a few cars up on course. The first car just finished its first lap. I think you'll see the second car coming down. It's all good. Very dusty, very warm. check out the live feed, and either that or the pace it visit. Check on our Facebook page. Walk 3 words. There is the direct signs from bringing right to the gate. There's plenty of signs for you to follow us, coming in, and have a great weekend with us. I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors, all our supporters, the teams, the marshals, the staff, everybody who's been part of the event from the start. It's been a bit of a roller coaster from last night, more ways than one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share. And we're all good. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Hop in. Wait a minute, wait 1 minute. Just walk to the start of the gate.
So the first 2 cars have now finished their first lap.
So we're up here at the start line. These guys have just come through and done 1 lap, and they're starting their second lap. So as they can literally get in as many laps as they can. And you can see it's both Can-Ams are in the lead at the moment. But this is timed, so it's all timed. Everybody who leaves the start line gets a time. So potentially people could be going faster further back. Although with the dust, I'm not so sure. So that's car 23 just going up there. Paul Rowlands. Right, I'm just going to wander over to the finish and see who's about to finish. I've heard that there might be a car inbound. Okay, so we're here watching Jim just finish. Followed by James there, quick succession behind. He was the race starter today, so he had all the clean air this morning. Jim, I think, was about 5th or 6th down the pack, so he's put in a blinding lap. We do anticipate these laps to get quicker and quicker today. And who else have we got? Oh, Keith Domlop is also coming in. See the finish. Again, started quite down the field as well. So good lap there. So it looks like we've got Jim. Yep, Jim coming back up to the start. He's going to take full advantage of that clean air. There we go. Jim sat on the start line. Blackbird just behind them. As you can see, the dust is hanging heavy already. It's like a desert out here. And there's Key Dunlop as well. You can just see coming through the arch. Also lining up behind the Blackbird boys. And there's Jim off up the hill. Going out in his second lap. So he's now third physical on the course at the moment, by my count. I do believe we've had 5 cars in already from that first lap. And like I said before, we do anticipate it to get quicker and quicker as all the bumps get smoothed out and these guys really get their eye in on the course. So there we go, Blackbird now lining up. So they're going to be sort of physical fourth. They started first, so they'll be looking to make up some ground for sure. Yeah, as you can see, they're just having to wait for their start time. Just got to wait for the clock to come down. It resets as they drive through. And they're off. So it's the Blackbird boys off. I think physical fourth at the moment, physical fifth. Got Key Dunlop. Put in a really good time last night. A little bit of breeze picking up now, which will really help with the dust. It's already just cleared it out right in front of my eyes here. And it does sound like we've got another Can-Am coming in. I do believe it's Percy Shabs. And there we go. I think that is number 6 physical over the line. They've done a good run. So will they just turn around and go straight back out? They are. Perfect. I think they'll take good advantage of this little gap they've got to get the clean air. And I think we've got Kirkby Signs coming in towards the finish. It's hard to tell through the trees at the moment. No, it's the Waterfield, Team Farrier. In their newer car. Done a couple of events now. Looking really good. Those guys are pushing hard. Now who have we got coming through? Mark Dean there coming down through the finish, also putting in a sterling time. You really see the dust is now hanging heavy every time they come through. Okay, so we got Team Farrier coming back up to the start. Make my way through the trees. We've got Mark Dean also doing another lap. And there we go, Team Farrier making their way up the hill. Into the dust. So as I said before, we've got basically a 200-meter climb here straight up onto the top, where I do believe we've got some drone footage coming live to you guys as well, which I can't see from my position. But there's some obstacles out on course. We've got some jumps. And there's a few other little gnarly bits as well for the guys where they might have to winch, they might not. As it gets later in the day, I should imagine a lot of the winching will be stopped. It'll just be so clear. Everything, all the obstacles will just be battered out of the way, I should imagine. There we go, Mark Dean off the start line on his second lap. So I think if everybody's counting along with me, I think that's 8 cars, I think, now finished their first lap. I do believe we've got another car now coming in to finish. Let me see if I can find it for you. So we'll see if they go straight back out again. I didn't quite catch the car in the dust. Perfect. Everybody's just trying to get these laps in, I think. It's going to be so hot this afternoon. I think they just actually want to get through. Okay, looks like we got Fox up and running. I think we've got a problem with the transmission from him at the moment, so maybe we'll try and bring you some more footage later from him. Right, it's a bit quiet down here now. Waiting for the probably video back through again. Well, while it's a little bit quiet here, we're going to show you guys basically a kind of an overview of the course, so you get a really good idea of the kind of the distance that these guys are covering. And we're going to play to that video now. Right, those guys have done an extremely quick lap. So I do believe that they've managed to do a 16-minute lap just there. Looks like Team Rollins, who started physical second, coming in off of their second lap. Just see through the trees. These guys are doing some extraordinarily quick laps now. There's Paul Rowland starting his third lap. Do you believe we've got another car finishing? Hello, like Jim Marsden coming in now, finishing his second lap. Again, so he looks like he's now up to physical third. Obviously, it's just physical. It's what I'm seeing over the line. And there's timing, obviously, to take into play in that as well. So these guys are now putting in like 15 to 20-minute laps. That's incredible, really, on the second lap. I thought it'd take at least till the afternoon before we're seeing those sorts of lap times. So we're looking at a course that's just over, around about 9K, just over 9K. And it's a course with lots of elevation changes. Certainly would not like to be paying the fuel bill on an LS today, that's for sure. I do believe we've got Jim down there trying to put some tactics in. So what he's doing is he's just holding back, I think, waiting for some clear air. And I do believe we've got Key Dunlop also coming in. So he's doing some really good laps. Okay, so we've got Jim just running up to the start line. Might have to stop and clean my camera in a minute because the dust is that bad. Okay, nobody else coming in. We've got Key Dunlop just coming up as well. So we've got Key Dunlop there. Let's see if he's going to be tactical as well. Wait for some clear air like Jim. We are going to bring you another live later on today at 12:15 as well. And we'll literally keep going as long as we can here, as long as there's something to view and see. Okay, and coming on to the finish now, we've also got Blackbird, Team Blackbird, James Eyre. There you go, Jim off the line on his third lap. Okay, so we've got Team Blackbird, James Eyre, Mike Brown just leaving the line out on their third lap. These guys are doing well. It's going to be about consistency and attrition out here today as it gets warmer and hotter and dustier. And just so that you guys are aware, we've got another live at 12:15 a day. I do believe we've got another car coming down here to the finish. This is Team Farrier, Anthony Waterfield. They're finishing their second lap. So that's it. These guys will go down. If they're all happy with the car, they'll literally do a rinse and repeat and head straight back out. Mark Dean coming into the finish. That was Shabs coming through. Really did not see that with the dust.
Well, we've got 3 cars just finished their second lap. First car, Team Farrier. Second car, Mark Dean. Mark Dean going up. Shabs coming round. How's the course, guys?
Yeah, it's all right, it's good. I think we're going to struggle now with a bit of dust behind Mark Dean. But
Yeah.
otherwise, we've had a good run.
Fantastic. Then you're starting your third lap? Yeah. Brilliant. Well done, guys. So that's all 3 of those cars on just about to start their third lap. cars all looking good, all in one piece. Got a bit of additional tree there, but apart from that, all looking good. Just pulling up to the start line. Starting on minute intervals, just to try and get the dust to clear down a little bit for them. I don't think it's having a great deal of effect, but we're doing the best we can with minute intervals. We're just keeping an eye on the finish line to see if there are any more coming in. So just to remind you, this is heat 1. So this is the first half of the field. We'll be starting heat 2 in about 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then we are going live again around about 12:15. So we should be live then for the second run for the heat 2 for the second batch of cars. So you will get to see both batches of cars alive at some point today. Another car just coming into the finish line. I don't know if you can see the lights up through the trees there. And there's another car following them in as well. So there's a little bit of action still going on. So a car coming down, I think this is Mike Kerr. Got a bit of winch line out. I don't know if they've used that or not. So they're going in. They've now got to decide whether they've got time to go out and do another lap or not. They've driven straight past, so they're coming round. They're coming round, they're going to go straight back out. So another car coming into the finish. Paul Rowlands in this Polaris. The front end doesn't look quite right on that. I don't know if that's the case or not. So it looks like they're ready to hand in their key tags. For anyone that's not been to one of the Welsh events, every person that crosses the line and goes out on course, whether they be marshal, media, competitor, whatever, they all have a key tag allocated to them. If their key tag is not on the board, then we know they're out on site. If at the end of the day there's any key tags missing, we know there are people out on site, and after a check we then go out and look for them. So it's a bit of a sort of a double safety feature. So you might see when the cars come up to the start line, they either get handed something or the co-driver jumps out. Well, that's to grab their key tags. So Team Alpha Fab, Simon Ward, I think Lee Jeffries is in the passenger seat. They're just now deciding if they've got time to go out for another lap, which I don't think they have. So they've just handed their key tags in, which means they're off into the pits, so they're done for this heat. So that's 2 cars have done 3 laps, I think it is, both side by sides. Paul Rowlands in his Polaris and Simon Ward Alpha Fab in his Can-Am. So that maybe suggests that a a small, fast car is the weapon of choice this weekend. So they're going into the pits. They're done for this heat. We're just looking to see if there's anyone anywhere near the... I can see another car just coming into the finish line. I can see some lights through the trees. See if we can see who it is. I would think it might possibly be Jim. He was up there. So there we go. Look, I don't know if you can see my finger sort of up in there. You'll see some lights. That's the finish. So yeah, in there. So that's yeah, that's Jim coming into the finish line to finish his third lap off. And across the line. See him coming down. Just going down the finish route. Just see if we can grab a word with Jim as he comes past. Co-driver's getting out. So his co-driver looks a little on the tired side. How's it going then, Jim?
Yeah, very good. Very good lap.
Looking a little bit dusty.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the problems of this. We're actually going to go and take this out.
Oh, really? Was it stuck in the dust sort of in around the sides?
It's really heavy out there, so that's why I've just got the engine revs up at the moment.
Just trying to get the temperatures down a bit.
I was just saying that red pack to its work, pull the temperature back down again. So I'll be a minute or so just sorting this out, and then we'll be back to our waiting.
So was that 3 laps for you?
3 laps all in, yeah.
Cool. I think it looks like you're about third across the line.
Cool. Depends on the just-in time.
Exactly, but yeah, across the line. Cool. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck, mate. Got Blackbird cars coming in as well. So we've got James Air, Mike Brown just coming across the line. How'd you get on, guys?
We had a couple of flops over.
Oh, really?
On the side and then sticking on both sides. That's last lap we're supposed to clean it without rolling.
Yeah. Brilliant. So was that 3 laps? Cool. Smells a bit clutchy. Can I smell? Bit brakes. Might be brakes. Yeah, smells a bit warm. Is it a good course? Yeah. Fantastic. Right. Brilliant. It looks like you're about 4th across the line. I don't know what that is on adjusted. 2 side by sides, then Jim and then you. So you're up there. So it's
going off there.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got to try and catch that up a little bit. Yeah, fantastic. Anything to do? Just a check over? Nothing? Yeah. Yeah, excellent. Suspension all working well? Fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. I'll let you get on. Well done, guys. Thank you. So that was James Air, Mike Brown, Blackbird Industries. Their own home-built car, running full Torr factory racing suspension system, which they seem to be all pleased with. They went off the line first, but they said they had a couple of little issues. I think they've had a couple of rolls or little laydowns, so that's put them back a bit. But they crossed the line in fourth. They're the fourth car to cross the line, should I say? Obviously, we don't have access to the timing, but we know how many times they've come across the line. So they've completed their 3 laps. Got the guys from Kirkby Signs coming across the line. Haven't seen much of them today, so I don't know how they're getting on. Terry, how are they getting on? Right. Oh, right. 1 lap. So they've just managed to complete the 1 lap. They're just trying to find their key tags that I was talking about earlier. They've got to hand those back in so they go on the board so we know they're back in the pits and safe. This car here on the line, Martin Cole, he's the first of the next batch of cars. That's why he's lining up already. The sun is starting to really get up there now, starting to really beat down. Temperatures absolutely soaring. Plenty of dust even across the pit field there, as you can see. Right, there seems to be a bit of a natural break in the action, so we're going to call it a day. Go and get a nice cold drink, try and get some of the dust out of our eyes, and we'll be back at 12:15, and that will be the second heat and we will be live on the second batch of cars. So if you haven't seen who you're supporting in this run, you will in the next. So we will be live at 12:15.
Here's the course overview for the Torr. Through the first gate, a hairpin left, the course starts at the edge of the field at the bottom of the hill, followed with an impressive incline and a long straight run, culminating in the first jump tailor-made for the Torr. Into a wooded area, co-drivers at the ready, a steep climb where the use of a winch may be required. The next jump, for the drivers to contend with, is at nearly 4 kilometres in, and onto the obstacle, which is followed by another long stretch of fast driving. This safari-style event runs over the course of Saturday and Sunday, with nearly 9 kilometres of racing per lap. The winner will be the team to complete all required runs in the fastest time, using a points per heat system. And the final technical section sees the competitors race through the trees to the finish of the tour, tactical off-road racing.